Welcome to What is a Shadow? What is a shadow? When do we see shadows? Sometimes it seems like our shadow is following us around. A shadow occurs when light waves are blocked. When light hits an opaque object, such as you, the light waves are blocked by your body. The rest of the light waves travel around your body and hit the ground. This creates a shadow in the shape of your body. So we talked about transparent, translucent, and opaque materials before. Remember, transparent objects transmit light. Light goes right through them. They are clear objects. Translucent objects scatter that light, so only some of the light is transmitted. But opaque objects block that light or absorb it, and that's why we get shadows. Have you ever made shadow puppets on the wall? Shadows appear on the wall when you shine a light on an opaque object. For example, if I shine my flashlight on my hand, some light waves will hit my hand and be absorbed, and other light waves will go around my hand and hit the wall. A shadow of the shape of your hand forms on the wall. Shadows take the shape of the object they strike. Why do some shadows look blurry and some look sharp? Pretend that you are standing in a dark room by the wall. Get very close to the wall and hold your hand up. Have your friend shine the flashlight at your hand. A sharp shadow about the size of your hand will appear on the wall because you are so close to the wall where the shadow is cast. Now take a few steps away from the wall and hold up your hand. This time, the shadow will appear blurry and larger because you are farther away from the wall. The farther you are from the wall, the bigger and blurrier the shadow will be. The closer you are to the surface where the shadow is cast, the clearer or sharper it will be. I like to remember it this way. Objects closer to the light source produce larger shadows than those farther from the light source. Shadows can even be used to tell time. Actually, the shadows have to be created by the sun. Those are the shadows that can be used to tell time. Like on the sundial, that's a device that tells the time of day when there is sunlight by the apparent position of the sun in the sky. We know that Earth's rotation causes the sun to look like it's rising in the east and setting in the west. Because of this, time can be determined by using shadows created by the sun. During morning hours, the sun is in the east, so any shadow would be going towards the west. At noon, the sun is directly overhead. Look where that shadow is. It's actually the shortest shadow of the day. And then in the evening, when the sun is in the west, you can see where the shadows go toward the east. That's how time can be determined using shadows created by the sun. All right, now that we know a little bit about shadows, I want you to go ahead and try out the Shadowplay Lab. Enjoy. Welcome to the Shadowplay Lab with the All Fours family, including Chomper and the Bison. To begin, you need to get a light source and an opaque object and then make some shadows. Can you guess what we made? Now it's time to make sharp and blurry shadows. For this part of the lab, I want you to move close to the surface where your shadow is being cast. The closer you are to the surface where the shadow is cast, the clearer and sharper the shadow will be. Now move away from the surface where the shadow is cast. You should notice that the farther away you are from the surface, the bigger and blurrier the shadow will be. Now let's review. A shadow is a dark area on a surface created by an object blocking the path of light. You know that opaque objects block light rays and create shadows. The closer you are to the surface where the shadow is cast, the clearer and sharper the shadow will be. And the farther away you are from the surface, the bigger and blurrier the shadow will be. It's your turn to complete this lab. On this week's assignment, I gave each homeroom a link to Flipgrid. On Flipgrid, you are going to record a short video showing your best shadow puppet. Make sure to tell us who you are and what your shadow puppet is. And this is for a grade. I hope you have fun and be creative. That's all for me. Take care. Peace.